Hi, it's Steph. I'm here with a long-awaited video. I haven't done a garden tour in a while, so I'm starting this with some messes of 2024 garden. These pots. So this had newly coleus, got snapped in a bad rainstorm. Ended up getting these pinkish geraniums for $1 a couple weeks ago. The super beanas, not impressed. I mean, I think I've been having trouble. So there's no bugs that irritate it, but the bloom cycle is really rough. So it's grown quite a bit. This thing, okay, I'll get to that in a second. So it just doesn't have the flower coverage that I wanted. And it's looked like this more than it's had color on it. Don't know if it's a shade issue. Don't know if it's got to be a shade issue because it's not a water issue. It's not a fertilizing thing. I probably could fertilize it more, but it could also be this. This licorice plant has like completely taken over it. I think, I mean, see, it's like growing up into the sky pencil hollow, going through the back. Like it's everywhere. It's a great plant. I mean, if you need to fill in something, it's beautiful. Like the foliage is beautiful, but it's just a little too aggressive. And without having the height in this container, it looks just messy. So I might end up just pulling a lot of this, repotting the geraniums and something else until I try and overwinter them. So this was kind of a fail. I think next year I need to just do more coleus and begonias and really try and not force sun-loving plants in this area. These were the hanging baskets. They weren't doing great, and they're still not doing great. I put them in a self-watering pot. Same thing. The plants are getting big, but the flowers are just not there. This super white out. That's sparkling amethyst. So fail on those. I'll show you the other pots. This is still doing great. Love that. Some clearance plants I got. Some Lowe's plants. These are 2 for $10 right now. 2 kinds of heuchera. Sorry, this is kind of random. Lava lamp coral bells, and then this one, timeless night. It's beautiful. So I'm probably gonna use those and these sunfinities or something. These I got from Walmart for $1, and these pots. I think I'm gonna use these for fall arrangements. I think I'm gonna do fall because the summer ones are just like, look at this. Look at this. So this bounced back. This was Super Tuna Bordeaux. Bunnies ate it down to the nubs, and it's bounced back, and it looks nice in that boxwood. This I did get on clearance, and again, that sparkling amethyst is just not this is a Mini Vista White. This plant is doing pretty good. I mean, can't really ask more from it. It's doing fine. Got that at clearance for like $12. They're doing 75% off their larger containers at Lowe's. I might have put a video about that. I don't know if I haven't posted it. So all this is looking tired. The limelight is completely splayed out. We've had so much rain, and now the temperatures are cooling down. Right now it's like 68, and it's August. It's about 9 in the morning. So, but you can see how much, oh, no you can't because I'm not showing you how much this thing has grown. It's probably grown, well this is probably a better view. So you can see right here is where I had this year's cut. And all that, I mean, that's gotta be maybe 2.5 feet of growth this season. So this is a limelight, and it's gorgeous. I think I just need to get like one of those half moon stakes so it's like propped up. It's underplanted with some salvias and angelonia, which you cannot see. I'm at the point in the season where I just don't care. This dahlia is doing really well in the back there. I'm at the point where I don't really care. It probably should be a little lime in this spot, full disclosure. So I don't know. I think next year I'm gonna prop it up, and if it does the same thing, I'm gonna cut it down to like nubs and move it over to that garden where it can be its full glorious size. And that's really it for this area, for this mess of the garden. So these spireas are going to move. I do like them. I just think that they're too big for the spot. I need something that gets a little bit more in the 2-foot range, and these are just too big. So it's just really congested in this area. This azalea is perfect height for me. Maybe if it could get another foot, and I'd be okay with that. This bloom struck looking good. This is a success. So this was, I mean, this had to be close to 40 like little plugs. And you can see the lines of demarcation where it's like kind of a mix. They're trying to get as close, but I had to go to a couple different stores. Anyway, so this area filled in nicely. It did take a while, but it did eventually fill in. So I'm happy with this. I will do it again next year. See, I will do it again. Will I do pink? I don't know. I might do white. We'll see. I will probably do it again because I'm so hesitant to, well, one, I want to keep this for annuals, and I'm hesitant to do anything else because of the bunnies. I would love to do like a sun patient that does, you know, that can handle a little bit of shade and some sun, but those will get too tall. All right, continuing to rant, but I'm going to leave this spot for annuals and tulips. So I'm going to plant this with tulips this fall, and then yeah, these will be gone. I'll probably leave, maybe do grasses here, but those will get too big too. I don't know. Leave a comment below if you think, if you have a plant in mind. This gets full sun right here. This gets a little bit of shade from this tree, but it's in the sun quite a bit. It's overcast today, so hydrangeas are doing great. Didn't do a second flush. That's okay. I mean, I haven't really checked for buds, but if they do rebloom, I'll show you. But we had a great early summer flush, so I'm thrilled and I'm content with it just having the one flush, because one great one is better than nothing. This is a Invincible Wee White. Love this. I wanted to get another one over here, but the only one I could find was like $40, and I was just like, I don't want it that much. so if I find one that's kind of more in a price point, I'll put one right there. Otherwise, I'm gonna do something over there that has like a white bloom. I don't know. Anyway, this is a Dusty Miller planted like 2 years ago. Keeps returning. That's great. Started with a 1-inch plug. It was probably like 50 cents. So that's really cool. This garden has maybe been my favorite this year. It's required no maintenance from me. There's still weeds, so I mean, I guess it should require maintenance, but I've just been lazy. I had a surgery in the spring, and then I pulled out my back early summer, so around 4th of July, and it was a rough recovery. So haven't been out weeding, and I haven't been out in the garden much, which is why there hasn't been too many videos. But this area, the layers, the hostas, the hydrangeas, this thing got huge. Again, no second flush, but that's okay. No reblooming, that's okay. These hostas are coming out. So there's one there, and there's one there, and I think there's another one down there. And they were kind of more space fillers. So I'm going to take those out, cut them back to the mount, get rid of those, either give them away or something. Just because they look like this. This is kind of how they look. They look beautiful, like in the spring when they first come out and they first open. They're like vibrant and gorgeous, but then they're like the first to just start dying back. And I don't know, I'm not crazy about them. I don't like them that much to keep them. Plus they get like random green leaves. I'm not a fan of that. Bicolor look. Oh, here's another one. So those will be coming out. I might replace them with the heucheras I just bought over there that I just showed you. Those might not appear after I put them in the fall pots. Oh, there's more back there. Take those out. The guacamole house looking great. I stuck in some super cheap coleus that I got. Again, no maintenance for me. I think I fertilized them a couple times, and that was it. And look at that one. I'll show you more when we get down there. This is the Penny Mac. No second flush of blooms again, but it's getting big. It's getting really wide and not growing up. Look at, there's another bloom. Look at that. Huh. All right. I'm sorry. I take that back. So here's more of those ugly hosta. So she's doing great. This one's All Summer Beauty. That's a newer bloom, so that's pretty cool. That's not from the original. This is, over there's Diamond Lakes. This one is like Blue Angel, I think. The house is looking good. It's not blue, but whatever. A lot of them are taking on some greener tones over here. So I do kind of want some variation in color. You know, there's I might need to put some Carex or something in here to kind of break up all the bold leaves. I think I might do that. I do have some in the back that I can always move, and they are yellow. So I think, now talking that out, I might put a couple of Carex move right there. Maybe I'll do that today. I have some time. Moving on. There's a rebloom. Look at that. There's a bud. So there's a newer bloom. This is the one I never remember. She's doing good. This coleus is humongous. I mean, it started from a 1-inch plug. Look at that. Just color. And I mean, the only cheaper way is to get it from seed. And I don't have light, so I guess it's not cheaper. But anyway, so this came in a pack of 6 for $1.99. So like 33 cents. Amazing. And again, I didn't have to do anything to it. I think I maybe pinched it back a couple of times. A lot of these have just been surviving on rainwater. This is there's another bloom from that. This one has not rebloomed, but it has thickened out a lot. So this is the Blue Enchantress. No reblooming. That's okay. I did move the Eden climbing rose over here. It was down to nothing. It just completely defoliated. It was getting way too much shade. So I moved it over here. It's bouncing back enough for me to feel like it's going to make it through winter. There's another of the cheap, some more of the cheap coleus. Looking great. That's a Jacob's Ladder that I moved. It's doing well. That's a Diamond Lake. Those might end up competing for space. But we'll get there when we get there. I can always move that somewhere else. Because we have this border that needs to be edged. It's doing good. Again, no maintenance. I moved a couple of hydrangeas. These are the Bloomstrucks that I had in a pot, and they were not doing great, so I put them in the ground. They practically doubled in size, so those are doing well. This bed I'll probably edge in spring, unless we get some type of unless we get like a mild fall and I want to be outside. Most likely I'm just going to put in some more plants that I want to move, and then edge it out. I don't really know. I gotta talk to my husband what the shape he wants to do. I would love for this to be more of a path over here, and I mean, I could bring this like way in, because we don't utilize this grass. We don't come back here. So all right, let's see what else I can show you guys. All right, so ignore the vegetable garden, and when I say vegetable garden, I really mean crabgrass garden. So we're just gonna ignore that, and I will show you kind of the cut flower garden this year. It's met expectations, has not. I feel like last year was better. Last year was better because of the zinnias were just better. I mean, I fought the bunnies, took out most of them, so the reality is I need to seed way more than I need, like way more. I think I did 75 this spring, and maybe I might have 12 in the whole property. So I either need to spray them, probably what I really should do, but again, so that's one of the messes, is just the overwhelming pest issue. So the other one's not really a fail on my part, it's just kind of what happened. So I did show you guys from Costco, I got Labyrinth and Tyrell, and this is, I'm thinking what they think is Labyrinth. It is not. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. I'm not complaining. It's just not what I thought, but I love it. I never grew Labyrinth, so I guess I like it more. It's what I have, but it's absolutely stunning. I think they're calling this Tyrell, but it's so weird because so in here is Tyrell, Labyrinth, and I'm using air quotes, though you can't see it, and a pastel mix. There are, from Walmart, I don't know what happened, and I didn't really tag, so I can't really blame which company it was, if it was Walmart or Longfield Gardens, but that's not pastel. That's not pastel or Tyrell or Labyrinth. Look at this. I mean, I'm not mad at the colors. It is what it is. Back here, I don't really have a color scheme, though I tried, and now I realize I can't. I shouldn't even try. That is another fail I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, I mean, a lot of weeds in here. But this rose, this is the Moonlight in Paris. I mean, it's rough right here, because everything is just so tight in here, but I'm a big fan of these bare root roses. My goodness. You know, I think as time goes on, as just my energy level changes and life gets busy, I might do more roses like for cutting, and you know, probably a few dahlias, zinnias always. Snapdragons haven't been great this year, to be honest. I don't know if I'm not cutting enough or what, but so that's kind of the dahlia fail, is that they're just mismarked and they're not the colors I was looking for. I'm totally happy with them, but it is what it is. You know, you have expectations and it kind of fails. Let's see. Oh, so I feel like this is a success. This is alyssum that I just direct seeded in here, some weeds growing through, and I love that. I will 100% do this again. I think I do like it with the zinnias coming up, so I think I'm going to plant more zinnias, and I shouldn't assume, but I'm thinking that this alyssum is going to reseed itself. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it go to seed, drop it. It'll probably be everywhere, but that's okay. So this was a success for me, was this alyssum around this bird bath. Love that. These were some super cheap wave petunias that, again, the bunnies ate down to nothing and they came back. So that was cool. I'll give that a win. So this one is the Starry Night hibiscus, and it is just, I've been fighting the it's like a larva, like it's, oh, right here, these guys. I've just been squishing them. They're gross. They're absolutely disgusting. This did bloom and it looked amazing. Now it's pretty much going to seed. Love the foliage, love the blooms. I should have came out here and showed you guys the blooms, but they're like pink swirly ones. They're really pretty. But this is what the foliage looks like, and I kind of bought it for the foliage because it doesn't bloom for very long, but it is what it is. From far away, it looks fine. Here's another random dahlia that was mismarked, but she's still pretty. It's kind of like a brighter yellow. I don't have names because, again, they're not what I thought I was buying. That's a lantana that is desperately needing water, and I keep forgetting to water it. I got it for $1, handy basket at Walmart, so okay. Cosmos are doing pretty good. This is the double Dutch pink, or double Dutch rose. Gorgeous. I grew that from seed. This is the apricota. She's pretty. She's a lot taller than I kind of thought. This, I love the size, and I love the bloom. This one I do love the bloom. The size I wasn't ready for, so I'll have to position that. I wanted to definitely grow it again, but I'll have to position it somewhere else. This is a smoke bush. I believe I did show you. And look at that. So you see down here where the darker green is? That's where it was when I bought it. So this is all new growth this season. I think I planted it, I want to say July. So like 6 weeks ago. And maybe not even 6 weeks. Oh yeah, about 6 weeks. Anyway, that's really good. It apparently loves a spot. It gets sun, well, I would say it's like a part shade. I don't really know the difference, but it gets a good amount of sun and then does get a break. So I think it likes the spot. So I hope it gets as big as it says it does. Phlox is looking great. This was struggling for a while, but it's been blooming for a lot this summer. So that's a success. That's a win. I had a beautiful zinnia that was there. exquisite one. That's what it's called. And it snapped in a rainstorm. That's fine. The My Monet Purple Effect Wygela is looking great. Beautiful. And this is, oh my God, here, look at this. Still with the Roses of Sharon. Oh, okay. Goodness gracious. I have not weeded. I haven't done anything. All right, so here are the Carricks. These I bought for, I think they're like $4 each, but they're sold as an annual, but they're perennial. So I planted some here, and I have one down there. Some coleus. That is the Dark Side of the Moon Astilbe. Doing good. I popped in some ajuga. This is the Cherry Explosion hydrangea. A friend gave me some longwort, so that's cool. I just planted that last weekend. And then these are the corabels these are Peachberry Ice, and I don't remember the name of that, but she's pretty. There's a bigger leaf, kind of like a yellowish orange. So I might move this because I don't like that color next to that. So that I might move, put it over with the shade garden that we were just at. That's how this area is looking. I'll just show you this side. I will give you a whole tour. I apologize for the length of it. So this area again is another one that I like because maybe because it's low maintenance. I haven't had to do anything. Took a while for the impatiens and begonias to get going. The ajuga's been looking great this whole time. Some corabels, some foam flowers in here, and the hydrangea's been great. Beautiful. They age really well. Not a lot of reblooming, but except for this Let's Dance Can Do. That's been, and there's some more buds. This has been doing well. But again, I haven't had to fertilize it. I maybe watered it a few times. It's just kind of doing its own thing, and I appreciate that. All right, let me show you some containers that are on the struggle bus. I'll show you the front, and that's about it. So this one's doing a lot better. This one gets pretty much shade. It gets like maybe a couple hours of sun, and it looks a lot better than that guy. This guy I might be pulling because it looks so bad. But that was a win because that one I think was like $4 pot. So for $4, and it's the end of August and it looks like that, I'm gonna say it's a win. This one, it's still a win because it looked good for a few months, like a couple months. These were amazing, and I wish, again, I'm about 2 weeks late in showing you. So this is El Brighto Coleus. I will 100% buy this annual again. 100%. It doesn't look great now because it is fading out and it's leggy. But the geraniums are refreshing. They look great. So it's almost like one or the other looks good. Cream Jenny is fine. Whatever. Got this coleus for $1, so I just put it in that pot. Here's the other one. This one is the same pot, but it gets way more shade, and it still has better coloring on it. It's still leggy, and then the geraniums are still blooming quite nicely. Again, these are the ones I overwintered last year, and the Creeping Jenny looks a lot better. I think Creeping Jenny definitely needs more shade, but overall, I think I spent $6 on this planter because I only bought the coleus. Everything else was overwintered. So 100% will do it again. Will I do it with the geraniums? Probably not. I will probably still overwinter the geraniums, see if I can get another year out of them. But at this point, I'm going to show you the deck where I usually put my tropicals. And they just did not perform this year, except for a couple of things. So this is the yellow dipladenias. We haven't had a lot of heat again, so I think that's that. This is the cannas I've had. This is, I think, the 3rd season I've had them. I'm done. They bloomed once. That's it. Lame. This is the Hollywood hibiscus. I would get it again. I liked it. The white mandavillas. The mandavillas have done well. Haven't done, like, they haven't blown my mind, but they're another one that low maintenance. So for that reason, I'd probably do it again. This planter has looked the same since July. Lame. I put some nasturtium in there. I should just pull them because it's just sad. This one's done probably the best out of all the planters here. This is I don't know the name of it, but this is a hibiscus that I got at Walmart. It's a nasturtium. I direct sowed from seed, and this is, I think, whitebird. Alocasia, I don't know. So this one's probably done the best, but I think up here I'm going to just do geraniums next year. Maybe it's all the ones that I'm overwintering. Maybe just do a collection of them up here, because the tropicals haven't really, I want it to be like lush, tropical, like pool deck area, and it's just kind of been sad. So I'll probably just do mandevilla and some geraniums up here, maybe some coleus, and be done with the tropicals, because they're just not doing it for me. Again, I shouldn't write anything off because of one day, you know, one season. They've been good to me in the past, but anyway. All right, let's go to the front. So this is what I'm calling, I was calling it the hotbed because I'm using warm colors in it. Ooh, sorry, twirl. But I'm thinking I'm calling it park pollinator garden because I'm doing a lot of things that are pollinating track. This area has had more butterflies, more bees, more weeds than any other area. So I'm happy with it. This butterfly bush has been amazing. We have had those issues with the bugs on the hibiscus, but overall, great. There's a lot of sedum in here just because I didn't know where else to put it. But I will be kind of thinking about putting a blue fortune agastache. Might wait on that because I may rather put more zinnias in here next year if they actually survive the bunnies. So I really wanted this to be decked out in coneflowers, zinnias, and some other things. So I think it's just going to take a few years. This is probably the most coneflower action flower-wise I've done. The foliage will grow, but the blooms have just been kind of trashy. So this is the evening rose hibiscus, I think, or berry awesome. And I cut it back to the ground because of, again, these gross little guys, and it did reflush. It still bloomed, but they came back. So I think I'm just gonna have to live with them. It's still blooming. I don't want to spray it because the pollinators, so that's just that. I got this 4-inch Verbena bonariensis. I really hope it reseeds, and I do love it here. I'd like to put it in more areas of the garden next year, so we'll see. So then there's some more flowers there that I got on clearance at Walmart. There's this is the Victoria Blue Salvia that came back from last year. And then on this side, again, like, this is with the coneflower. That's a decent bloom, but a lot of them have been like just cones. So I don't really know what's going on. I did get some clearance Gara. So hopefully that comes back next year. This is a really pretty, I think this is I forgot the name of it, but this is a low growing sedum. I really like it. I'm probably gonna divide that and make more maybe next year. This is a wild berry powwow wild berry coneflower. It looks probably the best it has all season, sadly. But again, more damage there. You can see from this angle, it is really pretty. All right, I'm gonna show you the fronts, and we're done. Thank you so much for staying tuned for this kind of overdue garden tour. So here some Victoria Blue Salvia, there's some pink snapdragons, some zinnias. This grass has been really pretty. This is the Shenandoah grass. More zinnias, more unsuccessful verbena. This is a Superbena pink cashmere. Over here there's a sparkling rosé. That's another pink cashmere, and that's a pink cashmere. So I'm not gonna do them again. This one probably grew the most in the ground, but again, the flower cover just isn't there. And everyone, you know, everyone's gardens are different. I'm trying to tune into what grows well for me. Typically, panicle hydrangeas living their best. This grass is doing really well. These arborvitaes I bought last year have probably doubled in size at least. It looked really good. And the Victoria Blue Salvia is doing really well, which it always has for me. So that's that. Messes, successes, triumphs, failures, all the above. This dying tree, still here. Sun King Aurelia got eaten by something, so I cut it back and it's refleshing. You can see the two different colors there. These are just some Beacon Impatiens that the bunnies I thought took, but they came back. These are little hottie hydrangeas looking really pretty. And I'm gonna go around and show you. Oh, actually, before I show you that, look at this. Look at her. She's been throwing out sporadic blooms. This is a spring blooming anemone, and it's really pretty. I do like the leaves. I do like the flowers. I like her. I like her. She's cute. This hydrangea was kind of like a surprise to me. I really like her. This is Blushing Bride. So it comes out with white blooms that like had like a little blue tint because I have acidic soil, and now they're like this like magenta like pink. Gorgeous. Like I love that. The age blooms are like just as pretty as the new blooms. So love her. And there's 4 little hottie hydrangeas in here. They did great. They're still doing great. I love the ombre effect that they do have, and yeah. Oh my gosh, I just hit my head on this thing. Yikes. Anyway, what else can I show you here? I end up having to move the Astilbe over there, another dark side, and this is the, I don't know, Jack of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, I don't even know. That's a Proven Winners runner-up. Love the foliage. This is again Sun King Aurelia. I just realized that, so I'm gonna keep it there. Comes back next year. I'm probably gonna have to do a mid-season cutback because it flushed out really pretty. Then something was eating it. Same thing that I was probably eating the, what were those? The yarrow that was over there. So I put salvia over there that I got for $1 at Walmart, and they're blooming. So I will show you that. So the dark side of move is Astilbe. There's 2 here now instead of 1 there and 1 over there. Dave Ramsey hydrangea, not a rebloom on that. I did put a can in here because I had space. Again, I maybe watered it a couple times, and it's probably blooms better than the ones I have in the pot, so that might just be it too. They probably have a shelf life in a pot, and then they just need more space for roots. I don't know, whatever. And then this is just Ajuga. I feel like I should build this out. Yeah, anyway. So here is the $1. Some leaves in there. This salvia I got for $1. I think this is a rose marble. Got, oh, no, because that one's a purple one. Anyway, really pretty. $1. So if it comes back, it should come back next year. These are pretty hardy. $1. I mean, what else? What else do I say? It was $1. And this spot has been interesting because this one, so these are some wave petunias that I got super cheap. I put in, this thing is on a slope, so it really does have to be like super tough things that I cannot baby. So the wave petunias I've actually done well. Maybe fertilized them a couple times. They're not like huge, but they provide color and they're low maintenance. And there's more sedums, and those are a what's it called? Barberry, a light chartreuse barberry. I got like $4 last year. They survived, and the mix of color right here is pretty. So yeah, there's that. I wonder how many times did it say in this, but that brings us to the end of our tour. I hope you're having a great end of summer wherever you are. Happy Labor Day, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.